What's going on, beautiful people? The Black Hokage here, aka TBH. And to be honest, I am joined alongside Mickey Mouse today. Oh, you bitch ass niggas! Nah, but jokes aside, a different type of video for today. I just finished my workout about like an hour ago or whatever, and right before I hopped in the shower, I was on my phone and one of my old videos had got recommended to me, and the video is about me announcing my gaming channel. So for those of you unaware, like, I've been doing YouTube since I was 17 years old. I'm now 30 years old. God, time flies. And my original YouTube channel, I used to do like voiceovers of old cartoons, kind of like I'm the Juggernaut bitch. I'm not saying I did that, but like just to give you an idea, because that's like the most popular like old cartoon dub. But I used to dub over like old cartoons and like commercials and stuff like that, and that channel was called Cornelius08. So the reason I stopped doing that was when I was in college around, I think like 19 or something like that, that channel kept getting hit with a lot of copyright strikes, and I decided that I wanted to pivot away from that anyway, because I felt like there was a way to make money in this. Like, there was no money involved in YouTube back then, but I felt like I could see it. I could see the potential in it, so I decided to make a long-term play, a long-term investment, which about to play, it paid off. Yeah, so I decided to start a gaming channel, and the reason being is like I'm a hardcore gamer, super nerd, always have been, always will be. And in the video where I'm announcing my gaming channel, I was like looking at the video like, hold on, let me bring this shit. First and foremost, let's get this out of the way. Yes, I know I look like Mr. Potato Head. This is from 2012, April 12th, 2012. My birthday is August 8th, so that would mean I was 21 in this video. So 9 years ago, because I'm 30. So 10 years. This video is almost 10 years old. So as you can see in this video, I was just like looking at it for a few seconds and like reminiscing or whatever. And what I noticed in the background was like the hats or whatever. And then like all the hats in the background, like they just stood out to me. Those are a bunch of snapbacks, you know, when snapbacks is hot or whatever. And this is when I was going through what I call my get fresh phrase. Get fresh, I cannot fucking talk. My get fresh phase, where like I spent the majority of my disposable income on stupid shit like clothes, trying to impress people, going broke, trying to look rich basically. I was looking at like the hats on the wall. I was just like, yo, I wasted a lot of money. Like, I thought that shit was so cool having that in the background at fucking in my early 20s or whatever. I turned the video off and I hop in the shower after my workout, and like I was just like thinking about it, and like I had the epiphany in the shower, and that's why I kind of sat down. This video is kind of spur of the moment. I sat down and I thought to myself, I was like, yo, like my mind frame has changed a lot. I looked at that wall in this video, I mean, this same video right here when I was 21 years old, and there was like at least $200 to $300 worth of hats on my wall. You can't see the whole wall because the camera was so damn close, and my head fills up like 3/4 of the damn camera because it's so big. So like you can't see the full wall. But I remember this is one of my first apartments, I think. I had a wall full of fucking snapbacks, and I used to go to Lids like every weekend and just blow a check on hats, just going broke, trying to look rich. So the epiphany I had in the shower was, I think it's really dope to see kind of how my mind frame changed. At the core, I'm still the same person, but there's certain things that I just don't care about anymore. And I think it shows like that. The hats on the wall was like a symbol to me, because I had that's like it was like at least $300 worth of hats just hanging on my fucking wall as a decoration. Mind you, I never even wore these fucking hats. It was just a decoration. I had every team, every different style or whatever, going broke, barely making rent because I wanted to have like a cool looking background or whatever. And the point I'm trying to make to y'all is that it's really interesting to see how I had hundreds of dollars just hanging on my wall, depreciating. And I look at my stock portfolio. Let me open it up right now. So today I made $358.76. Yesterday I made like 400 and something. On average, I would say I make about $200 to $400 a day off the stock market, just doing nothing, just letting my shit grow, doing the right research and making the proper investments, and then like it compounds over time. Like it went from I was making like a couple bucks a day to like 20 to 30, then I got to like 100. Now I'm in the hundreds, and like as I continue to invest, I allocate a certain amount of income every month to the stock market, which by the way, the stock market has been trash. It's starting to recover a little bit, but I don't know, we'll see after the election. But the last few days has been good for me. The point I'm trying to make is like over time it starts to compound, and now I'm making money. I don't want to say in my sleep, because you know you trade during the day. I went from having hundreds of dollars hanging on my wall to now I make hundreds of dollars every day doing nothing. I mean, I technically did something, you know. I did the research, looked up, you know, what's the trends, what's the quarterly reports for a company and where they're going, what new products they have coming out. And you spend a little bit of money on this share and that share for this company and that company, and that stuff starts to compound. And it's like it's just really dope to see. I think the difference in the mindset. I get that like those old videos are funny with the modern war Negro stuff, and like I went back and I watched some of it. Some of the shit is funny. Some of the shit is funny, bro. Like, but I guess it kind of wigs me out that like here we are like 10 years later, and it's like people, not everybody. This is one of those moments where please, if it doesn't apply, let it fly. It kind of wigs me out that like people don't want to see you do better. Like I said, like I made $358 today doing nothing. I just opened up the app, and tomorrow I'll check and see if we go positive. If I go negative too, that's cool. You have good, you have bad days. And it's like when I talk about it on my Twitch stream, people seem to love it because the Twitch audience is different from the YouTube audience. But like once again, if this does not apply, let it fly. But there is a good portion of the YouTube audience. One of my posters just fell off the fucking wall. Like there is a good portion of my audience that just says like dumb shit. Like there was a comment like yesterday on, I forgot what video I uploaded, but he was like, yo, you wear the same gray shirt in your thumbnails. And I do. I'm like, am I supposed to be embarrassed by that? My closet is full of white tees, gray tees, black tees, and a few other colors, just generic t-shirts because it's cheap. I just throw it on. First of all, it's COVID going. Who the fuck is trying to get fresh during COVID? I just don't spend my money on stupid shit anymore. Like, and like it wigs me out because it's like, yo, like you're trying to clown me about wearing the same basic ass t-shirts, but it's like, yo, you ever seen six figures in your bank account? Like, and I'm gonna be honest, like, I'm gonna give you niggas specific numbers and shit, and that's just one bank account. I got 5, and that's not even counting my investment portfolio. But that's beside the point. It's like I talk about this stuff, and it's like it goes over a lot of y'all heads, and it's like I generally be trying to help people, and it wigs me out. Like you're trying to clown me over like, oh, you wear just basic ass gray tees and shit. And it's one of those things. It's like the older I get, I was starting to realize that like, yo, natural selection is a real thing. I mean, look at what's going on with COVID. They telling you to stay your ass inside, social distance. For some people, partying is just more important to them than anything. And it's like, I don't feel bad for any of those people. That's natural selection. Like some people, in order for some people to win, some people have to fail. And it's up to you to decide whether or not which side of history you want to be on. And I choose to win. Same thing, like people will come through, and it's mostly niggas from the YouTube channel, will come through to the Twitch streams, and like read the fucking room. Like one of the things people love to come over and they'd be like, yo, when you gonna get waves, bro? If I get waves one day, cool. Whoop-de-doo. But black men, we gotta do better. Some of y'all have a weird ass obsession with waves, your hairline. Like if my shit gets absolutely terrible, I don't know, I'll just fucking shave it. I don't care that much. It's not that serious to me. The motherfuckers would come over like from the YouTube to the Twitch and just ask me when I'm gonna get waves, and I'm like, we'll be in dead ass in the middle of a grown ass conversation like we was talking about the other day, like buying houses and shit like that. And they'd be like, yeah, but when you gonna get waves, bro? And I'm just like, what is the point of this video? I don't know. I guess the point I'm trying to make is it was really interesting to see how a person's mind can develop. At the core, I'm still the same person. I still like to talk shit and joke. Like some of that niggatry shit is funny. It is funny, I agree. But there are other things that are more important, other ways that like one of the coolest things that I ever did, and I think I talked about it on the podcast. One of my viewers, he sent me an email thanking me because I had talked about how you should keep a resume on your phone. You should create a resume in Photoshop, a digital resume, and then put it on your phone. And then because you never know when opportunity, because there's no such thing as luck. Luck is just when preparation meets opportunity. And if you get an opportunity and you're not prepared, you're screwed. Like an example I can give you, because like I've failed plenty of times too. There was an event I was at, and what's the name? ESPN was there, somebody from ESPN. And he was asking me for my LinkedIn page because he said he really enjoyed the way that I spoke and how passionate I was about what I was. And I didn't have a LinkedIn page. And he was like, how am I supposed to check you out? I fucked up a bag. And that's because I was not prepared for the opportunity. So you never know when opportunity is gonna come. The point I'm trying to make is, I was talking about a digital resume one time on stream, creating one in Photoshop. This guy went and did it. And I'm not trying to take credit away from him. He put in the work. He absolutely put in the work. I think he's like a graphic designer or something like that. And he said he created a digital resume in Photoshop. He had it on his phone, and I guess he met the right person. And now he's doing campaigns. He's working for his local senator basically now, because he had his resume on his phone ready to go. He can just, with a digital resume, you can just text it to somebody or email it right there on the spot so that you're ready. And it's also going to impress people because it makes you stand out. We're all over the place talking about resumes and shit. I guess it just kind of, I don't know. I just wanted to sit down, and I had like a thought in my head, and I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna record it and see what happens and upload and see if people like it. But it's really interesting to see how like in 10 years, how like certain things like cogs can get moving in your brain. And I went from spending hundreds of dollars on hats and just to hang them on my wall and look cool, to making hundreds and soon thousands and soon millions, because I'm gonna speak it into it. It's gonna happen. I'm gonna become a millionaire. Very soon. But yeah, I don't know what this video is about, man. I don't know. Life is crazy. It's if you're doing the same thing at 30 years old, I'll say this to you, because I remember a lot of people were asking me when my birthday was on August 8th. I turned 30, and some people were asking me to do like a podcast or something about like life lessons that you wish you knew or something like that. And I couldn't come up with nothing off the top of my head. I guess this is one right here. Like, if you're doing, I get that some of you are like obsessed with the past, but I'm not. I move forward. I'm about winning. And if you're doing the same thing at 30 that you were doing at 18, 19, 20, 21, you're destined to fail. You're supposed to change. At your core, you can stay the same, but you're supposed to change in certain other aspects of life. You're supposed to develop, because people will be so obsessed about like my YouTube views. They'll be like, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, I make more money than probably some of your favorite content creators that have lots of subscribers. And it's because I know how to articulate myself. I know how to speak business. And that's because I've surrounded myself with certain types of people. Like, when I put out information, it's like, it's really weird that some people don't want to absorb it, because even the younger me, I may have been obsessed with talking shit in Call of Duty lobbies, but if an OG pulled me aside and told me how to make money flipping stocks and shit, I would have listened, because I like to make money. So I find it really weird that people don't listen. If you're doing the same thing at 30 you were doing when you were 19, you're probably gonna fail in life. That's how you end up being the OG on the block, with the capri pants, the long capri shorts, and the hat to the side, talking about where the bitches at. I mean, if you want to be 45 on the block, talking about where the bitches at. I mean, more power to you, but that ain't what I'm on no more. Pay attention to how people move. It's okay to learn new things. And like I said, yeah, I make a lot more money than some of your favorite content creators. I mean, if you come up through to the Twitch streams, you would know, like, just a couple weeks ago, I had 20,000 people on my stream watching at once. And I had a Samsung deal, by the way. Yeah, while I'm wearing the Apple Watch, bitch. So we got the same, and then we had the DoorDash deal like 2 days later, but you know, whatever. Keep hating. I'm gonna keep wearing my dingy gray shirts. And I'm gonna keep evolving. And you broke ass niggas, let me know how that works. But to all my people that are actually trying to learn, hey, whenever I learn new things, I always share it. If you like conversations like this, make sure to listen to my podcast, Hokage Thoughts. It's available on all major platforms, Apple, Spotify, all that other good stuff. And rated 5 stars, because I talk about stuff like this all the time, just at the end of the podcast, because I like to save the gems for the end, for the people like the real supporters. If you guys enjoy the videos like this, where I have just like random epiphanies or thoughts about things in life, let me know. Leave a comment in the comment below, some feedback, hit the thumbs up, and I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.